Hello everybody, it's Taylor Page and welcome back to my channel. This is my very first Monday mystery video. Today I'm going to be talking about the mystery of the Lizzie Borden axe murders. If you guys do not know about it, I'm going to be talking to you about it first. And as you can tell by the title, I believe it was solved. I'm going to get into it later at the end of the video. I want to talk about the mystery first and then explain why I think it was solved. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. Though this odd children's rhyme may sound amusing, it is actually a real-life inspired chant that briefly tells the story of Lizzie Borden, the gruesome murder and the villain of one of Americans' most widely known cases of parricide. Although the Borden's crime happened 126 years ago, its intriguing horror resonates even today, attracting authors, horror story fans, and filmmakers. The story goes that on August 4th, 1892, the 32-year-old Lizzie Borden called the family maid Bridget Sullivan and showed her the mutilated body of her father, Andrew Borden. Reportedly, Lizzie hit him 10 or more times with an axe, but that was not the end of the horror that Sullivan faced. In the guest room lay the body of Lizzie's stepmother, Abby Borden, who was struck around 20 times with the same weapon. It didn't take long before the police arrested Lizzie as the only firmly accused suspect, given that her brother had a strong alibi, her sister was out of town, and Sullivan was recovering from a grave health condition at the time. The trial that followed caught the eye of the media, which diligently investigated and followed the Borden case until the final stage of acquittal. The family record of the Bordens reveals that her father, Andrew, was a prosperous manufacturer and property developer who invested in several textile mills, a director of the DeFreeze Safe Deposit and Trust Company, and also president of the Union Savings Bank. Borden's estate was estimated at $300,000. He educated Lizzie and her sister Emma in a highly religious spirit, and they were both involved in numerous church activities. Lizzie taught child immigrants in Sunday school and assisted in religious organizations. She was a member of the Women's Christian Temperance Union and the Ladies' Fruit and Flower Mission. However, going back to Lizzie's earlier childhood days, a case of trauma may be noticed. Her mother died when she was 3 years old, and her father remarried only 3 years later. Both of the sisters had an estranged relationship with their stepmother. During police questioning, Lizzie revealed that she thought her stepmother to be a gold digger. The tense relationship between the Borden sisters and their stepmother was confirmed by Bridget Sullivan too, who testified that the two girls almost never ate meals together with their parents. The maid recalled how earlier that year Lizzie had built a new roost for the pigeons and Mr. Borden killed them, believing that they attracted local children to hunt them. Lizzie got very upset, and it led to a family argument that resulted in both sisters taking an extending vacation at the Borders' property in Benford. Lizzie had returned to Fall River just a week before the murders. Shortly before the murders, the family tension increased due to Mr. Borden's generosity to his wife's family, as given them a significant part of the property. This infuriated Emma and Lizzie, stirring up the hostile atmosphere even more. On August 4th, 1892, Abby and Andrew Borden was brutally murdered in their home. Abby was killed first between 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., while Andrew died between 10:30 a.m. and 11:10 a.m. Prior to the murders, Lizzie encouraged Bridget to go to a department store, but the maid felt unwell and went to her bedroom to take a nap. Bridget later told the police. During the interrogation, Lizzie's answers to the questions of the police officers were sometimes strange and contradictory. The police officers reported that her demeanor was strangely calm and poised. Lizzie presented two different scenarios of the story. At first, she said that after Andrew and Bridget had gone for a nap, she went to the barn to search for iron or tin to fix the door and stayed in the loft for about 30 minutes. The police was skeptical as there was no footprints in the dust of the loft. In the second scenario, Lizzie said that when she returned to the house, there was nothing unusual at first, but then she saw the corpse of her father. Afterward, she sent Bridget and a neighbor to check on Abby, whom was certain was in town. Lizzie's contradictory statements thought to have been affected by the vast quantities of tranquilizers that she took during the inquest. Every indication was leading to Lizzie as the suspect, but there wasn't enough evidence during the inquest. Every indication was leading to Lizzie as the suspect, but there wasn't enough evidence, was later attributed to shoddy police work. The lack of material evidence, as well as the lack of significant clues from the crime scene, made the trial in the respective case seem as if it was based merely on speculation. The murder weapon was never formally identified. There were no clothes containing blood in the house or around it. Finally, Lizzie was acquitted and free of charges. After the trial ended, she moved into a mansion with her sister in Fall River. She lived quite comfortably in the new home, having a housekeeper, a coachman, and live-in maids. However, her name and her references were never forgotten by the Fall River community, which condemned her and provoked her to change her name to Elizabeth A. Borden. The belongings and the estate of Andrew and Abby were passed to the sisters. However, after getting into a fierce argument, Emma moved out of the house and they never met again. Lizzie remained in Fall River and lived there alone until she died of pneumonia at the age of 66. The acclaimed author Dawn Ice, who investigated the Lizzie Borden case and intrigued by its complexity, wrote the chilling mystery Lizzie, said, "I believe there are several factors that led to Lizzie's acquittal. She was a small woman who at the time was deemed too frail to have wielded a hatchet with such authority. She was a woman accused of committing a horrific crime at a time where it was inconceivable to think a woman could do something so horrible. And on the surface, Lizzie appeared to love her father very much. She was a good girl, a servant of the church, well liked by those around her, often described as friendly and quiet. That's a sharp contrast from the hatchet-wielding woman described today. But perhaps the biggest factor in her acquittal was the absence of the forensic technology that is available today. Many of the evidence gaps might have been filled in. For example, where were all the blood on Lizzie? The reason why I think that it has been solved is because there is a YouTuber named Glamgore. She goes and does ghost adventures with her crew. And basically, as they were asking the questions, they asked, who did the murders? The most chilling voice you will ever hear on a spirit box. It scares me every single time I watch it, but I'm going to show you guys it. It is the craziest thing I've ever watched.
Okay, so we asked, did John kill you, right? I'm going to increase the gain so that we can hear it better. Okay?
What did it say? What did it say?
It said it was John.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
This is for God. This is for God.
Did you hear that?
No. My whole body's cold.
It said
Did you hear
it was
that?
John.
It was John. Play it.
Hold on, I'm gonna increase the volume again.
This is for God.
Oh my God.
This is for God.
Clear as day.
And that is a scary voice.
What?
Oh my God.
This is for God.
No, stop it. I hate it.
This is for God.
Come on.
I mean,
And that's right. If I go back
You're
here,
tearing up too.
I'm-
You're tearing up too.
This is for God.
play the question before it.
I literally go.
Abby, did John kill you?
This is for God.
No.
Come on.
No.
What?
It's a shitty piece of plastic that doesn't even record. There's no way it picked up a spirit. That's extra weird because that's also in a dead spot, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's in a dark spot,
yeah,
just like the last one.
I'm
Where we
done.
heard them.
yeah. It cut out and literally said it was John.
Get out of here. There's no way that's
I
real.
don't. I'm done.
You're done?
It was John.
I don't want to go to bed in
What
here
the
after that.
Creepy, right? So basically, someone basically said it was John. I know in the story it does not say anything about a John, which is what I'm mad about because the source that I chose didn't really give the full story on everyone and what was going on. Basically, I believe John was the uncle. He was out of town. He was supposedly out by the time the murders were happening, which is very suspicious in the beginning. Second off, he was also a butcher. If that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what will. Honestly, I don't know what these people were thinking back then. I know we don't have as much technology as we did back then, but come on. Really? Really? Oh, you're gonna say, oh, this little precious girl that goes to church did the murders. Wow, the uncle that's a butcher didn't do the murders, and now we have spirits saying they did it. I am pretty sure it has been solved because there is no reason why that spirit had to say that at all. I'm pretty sure that spirit was there when it was going on. That spirit died. Pretty sure the spirit knew who killed him. Again, if we were going back and trying to investigate on the murders again and detached everything with John, I'm pretty sure it would be solved. And I'm pretty sure they just don't want to go back into it because it doesn't matter. It's all been over with. Everyone's dead. Blah, 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 blah. Which is true. There's nothing you could do about it. But it's just still like, it still makes you think of, we want answers. We want to know what happened. But yeah, it was a mystery. The mystery has been going on forever. Forever. BuzzFeed did it. BuzzFeed was talking about it. Everyone was doing this until I saw the video of Glam Gore. She and her crew picked this up. And you can't really deny it. You know, you can't deny something that the spirit that was physically there, physically getting murdered, physically seeing the actual person and then saying the name of who killed him or her. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. Like, it's right in front of our faces, you know what I mean? So people are gonna be like, why does it matter? It doesn't matter. Okay, but from what I was watching, holy crap, chills. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure with what I watched and what we all just watched, I think John did it. Well, that was my very first Mystery Monday video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this because I want to start doing these things more mysteries, more crime scenes that are unsolved, solved, things you never heard about. I would love to show you guys, and I'd love to talk to you guys about it. You know, it's pretty fun, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below anything you want me to talk about, any theories, any mysteries you want me to talk about next Monday. Follow my social medias down below. I'll post them, and I will definitely put Glam Gore's YouTube channel down below too because she is so funny and so cool. She's so cool to watch. You guys can check her out. I'll put BuzzFeed down there because I talked about them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, put the bell notification on so you know when I post next Monday, all that stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.